Meanwhile, charges could be coming this week after authorities say a man fired a gun during an altercation on the Iron Range. According to the Gilbert Police Department, officers responded to the reports of gunfire on Iowa Avenue West. That was in Gilbert around 4:40 Sunday morning. When they arrived there, officers say they found empty handgun casings in the road as well as bullet damage to a nearby home. After interviewing witnesses, officers determined there was an altercation between the suspect and a resident, saying the suspect pulled out a handgun. Police say the victim then fled and the suspect fired several rounds in their direction. The victim was not hurt, but multiple rounds did strike the home, causing some visible damage to it. A 23-year-old man was taken into custody without incident shortly after. Police say charges are pending as the investigation continues and that there is no ongoing threat to the public.